Awesome ones! I have scoured our home looking for 10 awesome things that we absolutely love. I've laid them out on the table here and I'm going to show you them, every one of them individually, and it starts in just a few seconds. So if you can believe it, we've had our YouTube channel now for over a year. It's amazing, time flies so much. And what we did about this time last year is we did look around our home and we shared 10 of our awesome finds with you. I don't know if you remember that. I'm going to put a link up there for you so you can take a look at that video, because there were some amazing things that we still use on pretty well a daily basis. There were things in that video such as coffee makers, special espresso and cappuccino makers. There were exercise wrist monitors that had Bluetooth on them, and I'm just trying to think of a few more of them. Oh, those infusers for essential oils, that sort of thing. And so what we decided to do this year is find 10 more for you, and they're great items. They're also really great items to give as a gift, or maybe even give yourself as a gift, if you know what I mean. Oh, and by the way, every single one of these items we bought with our own money. This is not a sponsored video. We really want to tell you like it is, 10 awesome things that we truly, truly love. And so I wanted to say that. Oh, and another thing is that what we're going to do in the description is do a link back to our blog, or maybe even have the links, we're learning to do this, in the description themselves. And that way you can click on a link, you can check out the products. We're trying to get them exactly the same. Sometimes we have to have a little bit of a different one, but we're really looking at the reviews and making sure we've got it right for you. But yes, we're going to do all of that. And I am required by some kind of a rule on videos to tell you that we do make a little bit of commission on this. You pay exactly the same. A lot of them are Amazon products. You pay exactly the same as what you would pay to anybody else. But hey, you know what? We want to keep on doing. We're just loving doing this with you, and so we want to keep on going, and that commission really helps. So thank you so much if you're supporting us, and some of you are even buying more things, and I think you're coming back into the links and you know they're all connected to us, and you're buying your groceries and books and all kinds of things, and you know who you are. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So here, here's my number one awesome find. This is a neck massager, and I don't know if you can see what's going on back here, but it is totally awesome. And I found this at one of those home show kind of places. You just turn it on and off here. What I absolutely love about this, and I have one of those chair ones, but this baby is portable because it has a rechargeable battery. The battery lasts for about an hour and a half or so, but I can also control how much pressure I want to do. It's kind of doing shiatsu, kind of rubbing back there on my neck. I can also do it on my lower back. And of course, I got to tell you, you know, you might want to check with a doctor with some of these things. But I can just sort of take it off right like this. And as you can see, it's very portable. It also has a setting on it there for heat. So if I wanted to do some heat with the massage, that's going to work as well. And I don't know about you, but I really do. I'm going to do some more of this. It's so fantastic. But I suffer from a stiff and sore neck, and just to have this baby going, and I can sit at my desk, I can maybe watch some TV or a movie that we're streaming, something like that. It's absolutely incredible, and it's my number one awesome find. And for the next few ones, let's head on off into the kitchen. So number 2 of our awesome finds has to do with wine. Bill and I really, at the end of a long day, we love a glass of wine. We're not excessive or anything like that, but it's really important for us to kind of finish the day with a nice glass of wine. Now, for every day, of course, we've got our house wine, which means it's kind of a cheaper wine that's available. But for those special occasions, what we like to do is we like to buy a little better bottle of wine, and from all different vintages and that sort of thing. This could be for a birthday or for a holiday, or maybe it's a new plateau that we hit with our YouTube subscribers. Woohoo! But anyway, when we do have the nice bottle of wine, if we have the time, we will decant it in a beautiful decanter such as this one here, and put the entire bottle of wine into it to allow it to breathe. Now, Bill, isn't it true, Bill? We usually don't have time to do all of that. At the end of the day, it really is the end of the day. So what we do is, this is the awesome find here. We use a little, it's called an aerator like this, and Bill's already opened the wine for me. And you just kind of put the aerator in here. And Bill said, you said to twist it around a little bit. This is usually Bill's job, so twist it around a little bit and get yourself a nice glass here. And what this does, it's going to start going cluck, 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 and maybe Bill can do a little close-up of this. Can you hear the cluck, cluck, cluck? And what that's doing is it's aerating the wine. And by putting some air into the wine, it really does help to make it taste a little bit better. So just do a little bit of that right now. And it just stays in there quite nicely. We'll also kind of swirl it around even more, or let it sit for a little bit. We have done tests with this, and tests, of course, with the decanter. And the aeration sequence, it really does help to bring out all the flavors, especially in a red wine. So for number 3, we're still on the wine theme. And what I have here are stemless wine glasses. You know the other wine glass that I just showed with the stem? Well, very, very dangerous. Maybe you're out on a deck or a patio, or maybe you have certain relatives over for Christmas time or something like that. But these ones are really, hard to knock over, and I absolutely love them. Now, what I'm going to suggest is you do get a better, if you love wine, do try to get a better glass, because these ones that we have, they're from a company called Rydell. I think it's Reidel. And just listen to the ting on this. It's just like beautiful, beautiful stemware. And when you drink out of it, because it is so thin, and I hope Bill's getting a close-up of this, because it is so thin, you really do feel like you are drinking out of a very, very nice, beautiful glass. So my 4th awesome find has to be this grill. It's one of those lean, mean, fat grilling machine from George Foreman, and I absolutely love it. We have the large size, and as you can see, it's almost like a Teflon on this side and also on this side. And we did do a video on some of our favorite finger foods, and here you can see me grilling away. I'm making some fajitas here on the George Foreman grill, and it really is quite easy to use. And so back to me now. We absolutely love it. And you can make so many things with it. You can make fajitas, you can make paninis, you can make steaks. And what it actually does is, if let's say you put a steak here. It's the middle of winter, you're not going to go out and barbecue. You put the steak in there, of course you've plugged it in, and it just starts going and it's grilling on both sides. Now, it does come with this handy tray. Don't forget to use it, because that's where all your drippings go. They go into the tray and not all over your countertops. But you know, whether you're looking to eat healthy and have some grilled vegetables, or, you know, lean turkey or chicken or something like this, this baby, we use it, we love it. It's a great, awesome find. So my fifth awesome find, and I bet you guys haven't even seen this before. First, I'm going to tell you a little story about this. Bill and I, what we like to do is we like to go to really fancy restaurants, or maybe an old-fashioned hotel, and we go into the bar and we order ourselves a couple of Manhattans. One of the things that we've been noticing is that when they serve up the Manhattans, they're giving kind of these spherical balls as ice cubes, and they're really amazing. So guess what I found? I found the spherical ball ice cube maker, and see these little holes here, you just sort of, and you can do it, you can just sort of pour it out of, I usually just pour the water, very thin stream of it through the holes. And what you do is you end up with these amazing little ice cubes. Now, the one thing, hopefully I'm going to be able to do this on camera, but one thing I love about them is that they really take a long time to melt. So I'm just going to put this, sometimes I put it in with a spoon, but as you can see here, that's going to take forever to melt. And I don't know if Bill wants to do a close-up of this, but what happens is in a Manhattan, or I'm going to pour Bill a nice little scotch here. What do you think about that, Bill?
Tasty.
You deserve it. You've been working hard today. But so a scotch on the rocks, where it's not going to really dilute the scotch at all. So let's just see if I can do this here. And I think that's about enough for a scotch. But isn't that fabulous? And you're not drinking a whole bunch of ice cubes or anything like that. So I just love them. And for any of you out there that are always looking for bloopers, yes, it was Irish whiskey and not scotch. I got it all mixed up. Anywho, now one of the things about some of these things that we have, we are so excited right now because Amazon has given us our own storefront. I guess it's because we have so many subscribers right now. Thank you for that. And our little store is called Amazon, or it's located at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50. And what we have, we're allowed to put different categories and sections. So if you like my makeup, I have all my makeup there that you can buy from Amazon. I also have, you know, if you like the way I curl my hair, fashions, and then we also have housewares and kitchen items, and of course gifts for her and gifts for him. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that so you can take a look at it all year round, and it's great for gift giving, or again, as I said, giving a gift to yourself. So number 6 is an oldie but a goodie. It's a slow cooker. Some people call them a crock pot. And I absolutely love this. And it's really easy. You can take out this ceramic gizmo, and it's easy for keeping it washed and clean and all that sort of thing. You can even put this in the dishwasher. It takes up some space, but anyway. Now, if you're thinking, oh wow, I got one of those from 1972, you might want to rethink digging it up, because these are really inexpensive, and of course we're going to link them in the description as well, and they'll be on our blog. But you know, the other night, Bill, you love spaghetti, right?
Oh yeah.
And I just threw in some spaghetti sauce, real tomatoes, onions, and peppers, and all that sort of thing. And I just let this sit, and you can see that there's you know, different levels. You can put it on high, you can put it on low, and all the timing. And it was amazing spaghetti. Also, we got to eat healthy, especially, you know, the older we get. And you can put in carrots and celery and all kinds of things. Make some amazing soups and put some grains in there, maybe some brown rice or whatever. And chili. Chili's another staple to put into these slow cookers. And we have to eat our beans. Apparently beans are really good for us. But I was also amazed. I bought this little 101 things to do with a slow cooker, and I just can't believe it. So we're going to try to find some maybe some cookbooks for you as well, and have some links, because I mean, you can put a whole pot roast in here, a chicken. There's things that I never even thought about. And you just put it on low, and that's another reason, you know, you really want to make sure that the plug is good and everything, because a lot of people kind of leave this on their counter for maybe 8 hours or so. But just amazing suggestions, and I love mine. It's a real time saver too, because you don't have to sit over a stove and stir and stir. So as you can see, I've still got a few more awesome things left. And if you love tea, I am a tea drinker, and I absolutely love this awesome find. And what it is, it's tea on the go. And if you're like me, you've sort of gone to the more loose leaf tea. You're not really using tea bags anymore. And this one is a cream Earl Grey, and it is so good. And you can get loose leaf tea in green tea or Darjeeling or jasmine. I mean, chai tea. There's so many different blends out there, and they're absolutely delicious. Some of them even have chocolate in them. But anyway, getting back to this particular item, what you do is you just open it up and you pour in some of your loose leaf tea. So depending on how strong you kind of like it, you just pour that in there. And you add your hot water. I don't usually fill it right up to the top, but I just add my hot water. Now, as you can see on here, I don't know if Bill can do a close-up here, but there's a little bit of a strainer. And like I said, there's different makes of these, but basically you make sure the strainer is there in its place. Put that on. And then as I am decided, oh, hey, I love my coffee in the morning, but in the afternoon, I gotta have a cup of tea. And so if I'm ready for that, as you can see, I'm just drinking through the through this little hole here, or you can pour it into a glass as well, a mug. But what is really great about this is it's now making, straining all those tea leaves that are down inside here, and what a way. It's just fantastic, and it's not even that big. Wonderful little find here. So let's just stay in the traveling mode here. And what I have here is, believe it or not, it's a fold up backpack. And if you saw the bike riding video that we did, I'll put the link up there. But anyway, in the bike riding video, here's a picture or a video of Bill, and he just throws this over his shoulders. It's really, really light. And it is a very lightweight backpack. So I'm going to open it up here. And what do I have inside? Well, I have a bunch of paper. Just wanted to show you how much stuff this thing takes. But we just stuffed it with some paper. But as you can see, it's light as a feather. And it actually just folds into itself. And I'm probably not going to get it right just folding it right now. But you can see how tiny I can fold this, and it actually almost goes into a pouch-like thing. This is fantastic for putting into, well, let's say you're going traveling somewhere, maybe you're just going for a walk and you need it, bike riding, maybe you're going hiking, or maybe you are going traveling and you want to put in maybe an extra pair of socks, a sweater, or a jacket, maybe some water and some snacks. And this little baby, it's so small that if you are traveling on a plane, you can probably even put it on your carry-on. And of course, I meant to say in your carry-on with this backpack, not on your carry-on. And talking about carry-ons, I have found this amazing carry-on. Now, it's a Samsonite, and what Bill and I did is we really researched, this is one of Amazon's best picks. It is so amazing. Like, I don't know if you can see this. This is like just my fingers holding this. It is so lightweight and just amazing. It's also very, very scratch proof. And I'm going to do a video, if it's not up already, I haven't done it yet, so I can't link to it, but Bill and I are going on a 5-day trip to LA, and I want to get everything in a carry-on and in my purse. And so I will be showing that, but this is just fantastic. And of course it has the, you know, I think it's extension handle here, but it also has another handle as well. All right, this should be easy. There we go. Right here, you know, for those times that you're walking on the escalators, etc. And Bill, if you get a close-up of these wheels, look at these wheels, these swivel wheels. I mean, they're just fantastic. Also, I made sure that I got this in kind of a bluish gray color. I'm going to suggest, if you're giving yourself a treat and it's on your wish list to get a new carry-on, just, you know, and your luggage, because a lot of times you get the carry-on and the luggage too, don't get it in black, because everybody tends to have the black. So let's just open this baby up and show you a little bit of what I'm talking about, because, again, love, 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 and I guess, whoa, here we go. All right, so there you go. Lots of pouches, you know, to put maybe some wet things that might, you know, some of the toiletries, make sure you get the right sizes, because you have to have the little small ones, and some clothing, maybe some shoes can go in there. And the other thing that I really love about this is it has a lock. So you can just do your own combination and lock her up. So last but not least is this Go Belt. Stretchy belt too, guys. And I even saved the packaging for you as seen on TV. And no, it's really fantastic, because if, let's say I put a little bit of cash in there or something, and maybe a little bit of ID, I'm just going to show you something. The days of the big fanny packs are kind of not there anymore. We should really try to get something a little bit more slender. And what I like about this is I'm just going to put it underneath this top. And you can see that if I did have a little cash in there or something, and let's say that I was traveling, maybe in another country, I don't want to bring my purse, or maybe I am going to a festival or hiking or going for a long walk or a run or something along those lines, this is fantastic. Now, if I am going for a bit of a run, and as you can see what I'm doing here, it's really easy to snap on there. It also has a couple of zippers, and I read the reviews. They said be careful with the zippers, okay? So, but what they're saying is that this will hold a water bottle. So let's just see how that fits in here. And as you can see, so I got my water bottle. And just give me a second. Again, they say be really careful, because sometimes it's a tight fit with these. With a zipper, do it really, really slowly. I'm actually going to put it on the ground here. And there we go. Slowly. You know, they'd probably fire me on television for made in TV or whatever those things are, but there you go. So I'm pushing it together. I want it to last, and now I'm going to go for a run. As you can see, that fit in there quite nicely in my Go Belt. I still have some room over here if I wanted to put my ID, credit cards, you know, whatever else I might want to put in there. And now, yeah, I'm going to probably have to put it in front of me, but it still attaches quite nicely, snaps in the back. There's a little bit of give in this. Oh, Heather. There we go. So now I'm running, and I got my water, and I'm hands-free and all that sort of thing. I think it fits a 36-inch waist, something like that. It is adjustable, but I love it. Hey, a lot of those things, you gotta be hands-free, and this is perfect. So there you have it. What do you think of this year's awesome finds? You know, and if you have an awesome find that you really want to share with us, put it in the comments. I want to read about them, and maybe I'll go, oh my gosh, yeah, that's another awesome one. And you might even find that we'll put it into our storefront there at the, what is it, amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50 store. So there's so many things. And what we really tried to do with this video is we wanted to give you things that would really enhance your life. You know, that's what Awesome Over 50 is really all about. Maybe you saw the Carryon and you're going, yeah, you know what, I've got to do some more traveling. I've got to see my kids. I have to see my friends. They live in another state or another country or whatever. And what we want you to do is maybe look at that, or I should be eating more healthy. Maybe I've got to eat more vegetables and make more soups in that slow cooker, or exercise with the Go Belt, or whatever it is. And of course, having your own little personal masseuse with that neck roll thing. I just love that. So, you know, we hope we showed you some things that will help keep you healthy and happy, and most of all, to have some fun. And talking about fun, here, Hurricane. He's been waiting patiently on my lap here. Our little Hurricane. He is so much fun. And what did you think about all those awesome things? Yeah, I think that's the seal of approval right there. But, you know, we're just so happy also to have you, our subscribers. And by the way, I found this out the other day. If you've already subscribed to us, down below, you'll see a bell. Click on the bell, because then you'll be notified when our videos are out. And as you know, we do the lifestyle, we do 2 videos a week, lifestyle videos, fun, travel, food, all that sort of thing. And then Fridays are makeup and fashion, etc., etc. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, well, what are you waiting for? Anyway, there's a button down there. Again, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell. And what do you think about that, all this Hurricane? Yeah, it's pretty, you guys are pretty amazing. And again, our wish for you is, you know, if you do end up looking at some of those things and saying, well, you know, I really should get myself a whatever it is, a neck massager. Remember that you probably, if I know you deserve it. So treat yourself to something. And talking about treats, this guy wants, see how he perked up? This guy wants a few more treats. We should get going, and we'll see you later. Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.